There is a phrase that Angelenos, the inhabitants of Los Angeles, repeat with a mixture of pride and irony when someone asks them what it is like to live in their city. Nobody walks in LA. No one walks in Los Angeles. It is a phrase that in the 80s became a song, and in the years that followed became a cultural truth, a way of summarizing the essence of a city that grew without a plan, without conventional urban logic, without the kind of compact and walkable center that the great European cities or even New York have. Los Angeles expanded in all directions at the same time, absorbing valleys and hills and beaches and deserts into an urban sprawl of more than 800 square kilometers, where the car is not a means of transport but an extension of identity. And yet, in the summer of 2026, millions of people from all over the world are going to arrive in Los Angeles to walk its beaches, to get lost in its neighborhoods, to eat in its markets, and to watch football in one of the most modern and most impressive stadiums that money can build. SoFi Stadium opened in 2020 after years of construction and an investment of nearly $5 billion, is located in Inglewood, a city within the Los Angeles metropolitan area, a few kilometers from LAX Airport. For the World Cup, it receives the official name Los Angeles Stadium, though nobody who knows it calls it that. It is the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, the two NFL teams of the region, and since its opening, it has become the most luxurious stadium in the United States and probably the world. Capacity is 70,000, with expansion possible. The most striking feature of its architecture is the translucent cover that wraps around the stadium like a giant wave frozen in time, letting natural light through while protecting from sun and rain. Inside, a circular double-sided screen hanging from the center of the roof weighs more than 2,000 tons and is visible from any point in the stadium. It is, in many ways, the most American of all American stadiums. Excessive, spectacular, designed to impress before anything else. And which matches are going to be played there? Los Angeles hosts 8 matches, making it the second venue with the most matches in the tournament after Dallas. On June 12th, United States against Paraguay, the opening match of the American squad. On June 15th, Iran against New Zealand. On June 18th, Switzerland against the European playoff winner. On June 21st, Belgium against Iran. On June 25th, the United States against the European playoff C winner, which could be Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, or Kosovo. Then 2 round of 32 matches on June 28th and July 2nd, and the quarterfinal on July 10th. Wikipedia. That means supporters of the United States have a special reason to go to Los Angeles. Their team plays 2 of their 3 guaranteed group stage matches there, including the opening match of the tournament on June 12th. The official World Cup Fan Festival will transform the historic Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, the Olympic Stadium of 1932 and 1984, into a global celebration of football, culture, and community for the 39 days that the tournament has a presence in the city. FIFA. And the ambassadors of the local organizing committee include Snoop Dogg, Magic Johnson, Eva Longoria, and Kobe Jones, which says quite a lot about the tone Los Angeles wants to give its participation in the tournament. Glamour, diversity, total entertainment. Now, what you need to know before arriving in Los Angeles is that the city is enormous and that getting around requires planning. The LA metropolitan area has more than 13 million people spread across an expanse that makes any other American city look compact. The freeways are the circulatory system of the city, and during peak hours can become the most frustrating traffic jams in the Western world. The I-405, the I-10, the 101. Those are the main arteries, and during the World Cup, with World Cup tourism adding to the city's usual traffic, they can be particularly difficult. To get to SoFi Stadium, the best option is the metro. Los Angeles' metro system has grown considerably in recent years, and the C Line, the Green Line, connects the city centre with Inglewood and has a stop very close to the stadium. There are also special shuttle services from various points around the city on match days. If you rent a car, bear in mind that parking at the stadium is expensive and that getting out after the match can take more than an hour. The metro, though not the most glamorous transport experience in the city, is definitely the smartest option. For accommodation, Los Angeles has options for all budgets, but the geography of the city means that choosing where to stay is a decision that greatly affects how you experience your visit. If you want to be close to the stadium, hotels in Inglewood and the LAX area are the most practical for match days, though the area does not have much atmosphere outside the stadium. If you want to experience the real Los Angeles, the best options are the Venice Beach and Santa Monica neighborhoods on the coast, where the energy is relaxed and the beach is steps from restaurants and bars. Downtown LA, the historic center that in recent years has undergone a notable urban transformation, has interesting hotels and is well connected by metro. And West Hollywood, the most lively and most nocturnal neighborhood in the city, is the option for those who want to be at the heart of the party. Now comes the part that makes Los Angeles a completely unique city in the context of this World Cup. The cultural experience it offers has no equal at any other venue in the tournament. Because Los Angeles is not just a city. It is the most powerful dream machine humanity has ever built. And being inside that machine during a football World Cup is an experience that mixes the real and the unreal in a way only Los Angeles knows how to produce. Venice Beach is the first mandatory stop. The Venice Boardwalk is one of the most extraordinary human spectacles in the world. Not for its architecture or its history, but for its people. Every day, on that pavement and sand promenade beside the Pacific, all of humanity gathers. Street musicians, circus performers, bodybuilders who have spent decades lifting weights at the open-air Muscle Beach, tarot readers, skaters executing impossible tricks at the most famous skate park in California, street vendors of everything imaginable, tourists from every country in the world mixed with the neighborhood residents walking their dogs as if none of it were extraordinary. During the World Cup, that boardwalk is going to be one of the most festive places in the entire tournament. Griffith Observatory, the astronomical observatory in the hills of Los Angeles that was the setting for the film Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean, offers the most iconic view of the city. The downtown LA skyline with the Hollywood sign on the hills behind it and the Pacific Ocean on the horizon on clear days. Entry to the observatory is free and you can walk there from the Los Feliz neighborhood. Going at sunset, with Los Angeles stretching in every direction below you, is one of those moments you do not forget. The Hollywood sign, those giant white letters on the Santa Monica hills that are one of the most recognizable symbols on the planet, can be seen up close from several viewpoints in Griffith Park. But if you want the complete experience, walk along the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Hollywood Boulevard, where the bronze stars bearing the names of the greats of film, television, music and theatre cover kilometres of sidewalk. Walk slowly. There are stars that are going to surprise you and stars you were not expecting and stars of people you had almost forgotten existed. The Grand Central Market in the historic centre of Los Angeles is one of the most vibrant food markets in the United States. It has operated since 1917 in a historic building on Broadway and is the place where the culinary diversity of Los Angeles, which is the richest in North America, is on full display. Salvadoran pupusas, Michoacan carnitas tacos, Japanese ramen, Armenian pastrami, tropical fruit juices, specialty coffee, all in the same loud and fragrant building that is also a perfect portrait of what Los Angeles is culturally. A place where all the world's cuisines coexist without any of them being the official one. And if you want the most absurd and most perfectly Angelino experience of all, take an Uber to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills and simply walk down that street. You do not need to enter any shop or spend a cent. Just walking along the most expensive sidewalk in the world, looking at the Gucci and Cartier and Hermes windows and the endless parade of cars that cost more than most houses in the world, already gives you one of the most cinematic experiences Los Angeles can offer. One more thing you cannot skip. Going to eat tacos al pastor at 2 in the morning at one of the street stalls in East Los Angeles, in the neighborhoods of East LA or Boyle Heights, where the largest Mexican community outside Mexico has created a gastronomic culture that is in itself a heritage of humanity. The taqueros, who have spent decades on the same corner, with their spit of rotating meat under the heat, and the cilantro, and the onion, and the green salsa, are an essential part of what makes Los Angeles be Los Angeles. During the World Cup, with supporters from Mexico and from all over the world searching for the best tacos in the city at impossible hours, those stalls are going to be the happiest places in California. Los Angeles is not easy to love at first sight. It is a city that demands patience, that does not deliver its best moments in an obvious way, but keeps them for those who take the time to look for them. But when you find them, when you understand its particular logic, when you accept that that city of freeways and palm trees and industrialized dreams also has corners of a beauty and authenticity that no postcard can capture, Los Angeles becomes one of the most addictive cities in the world. In the summer of 2026, with top-level world football as the excuse and the Pacific as the backdrop, it is simply going to be irresistible.